Hello, I'm Patrick Magee, sports writer for the Sun Herald.
I'm Patrick Ochs. This is the Sports Guys Final Three Playoff Edition.
Like you said, we're here to talk about Friday night's playoff games. We've only got 3 teams left from our coverage area on the coast. You'd like to have a few more, but 3 will do. I'll be talking about Resurrection, Nanih Waiya, and we'll both also talk about the Picayune, Wayne County game.
I'll start things off talking about Poplarville, Mendenhall. Interesting matchup to me. I didn't quite see this one coming necessarily. I think maybe the surprise of last week was definitely Mendenhall knocking off Stanislaus. It took double overtime to do it. But, you got to credit their defense. I think the final score is 30-22, so they held Stanislaus way under their average. Now you got to look at Poplarville, though. I think early on we knew this was kind of a special team. Could be a special season for them. With Purnell and Bolton kind of carrying the load, rushing the ball. They lost the season opener to St. Martin 6A school against a 4A school, and they've won the next 10 in a row. Last week against Quitman, it took a little while for them to distance themselves. They're averaging more than 40 points a game, only giving up 16, and yet it took until the fourth quarter for them to really put the game away against Quitman. Poplarville, it's also a team, we talk about the running backs quite a bit, but they've been able to throw the ball a decent amount. And, last week they actually threw for 2 touchdowns too. I think Poplarville, even though they're on the road, I think as long as they can continue to do what they've done best and Bolton and Purnell can break some big runs, I think they'll be fine. I think they'll be advancing again. I'd give them maybe a 14-point win.
As far as Resurrection and Nanih Waiya, Resurrection has to make the long trip from Pascagoula up to the Louisville area, and that's really a healthy drive. They had to do that back in 2014 in the playoffs, and Nanih Waiya won that game 24-0. I talked to Resurrection coach Scott Sisson this weekend. He looked back on that game and he noted that he really had a lot of his key players injured. It was just walking into a tough atmosphere, and he just didn't have his best players. There's only been one shared opponent between Resurrection and Nanih Waiya, and that was the team that Resurrection beat last week, Noxapater, and they both had similar scores. Both beat Noxapater. Resurrection beat them 17-6. It's pretty much the same margin of victory for Nanih Waiya in that game earlier in the season. So that gives you an idea of what you're seeing, but it's a tough road trip. Nanih Waiya's got the 1A Player of the Year, and then Chris Smith, the guy's very versatile, plays on both sides of the ball, running back, and in the secondary. Nanih Waiya's going to have the home field advantage, so I see Nanih Waiya probably winning by 10 points or so. The Picayune Wayne County game, these teams just consistently meet each other in the playoffs. I think it's, the 4th or 5th year in a row these guys have played, and it's kind of been even battle, even though Wayne County really put it on a Picayune team that really kind of underachieved a year ago due to injuries and a host of other issues. Wayne County's got to go to Picayune, so Picayune's going to have the home field advantage. Wayne County isn't the dominant team we've seen off and on here recently. They lost 5 ball games. And Pascagoula put a scare into them last week. It really came down to the final moments of the game. So I see Picayune pretty much handling itself. The question is if Josh Little's his health. I talked to Don Lee, and he's kind of concerned, about his situation. It won't be until Friday until we know Littles is going to play. But Anderson, the other little speedy running back, he had a big game last week. So it's just kind of plug and go, I think, for Picayune. I think Picayune finds a way to win, maybe by a touchdown.
Well, definitely. And I think, we talked about it a little bit earlier. I think, maybe where Littles has felt, if he's not able to play full speeds, maybe in the secondary, because the couple games I've been to, he's done a good job playing cornerback for him. But like you said, they have David Baker, they have Sean Anderson. They just, like you said, they kind of plug and go. And they also, Skylar Bowman's done a good job at quarterback too. They kind of lure you in, they lure the defense in, and then all of a sudden they'll pop it out to a tight end or somebody behind the secondary. So, I think that coupled with their strong defense, it'll be tough for Wayne County, I think, especially like you said, being on the road. And I think Dodd Lee's group gets it done. I'd say maybe a 10-point win.
Yeah, I see revenge for Picayune. We appreciate you watching again this weekend. We'll see you at the games Friday night. Be sure to download the free Sun Herald app to keep up with all the live scores.